What's up? Ian from Powerhouse Miniatures, back again with a Nurgle Lord. It's a Lord of Plagues from Games Workshop. Warhammer Fantasy, I'm calling it. Sod you, Warhammer Age of Sigmar. Rest in peace, Warhammer Fantasy. So, I'm really not a fan of the Age of Sigmar. The models are amazing still. Obviously, they're killing it with the models, but the game itself, I'm not necessarily bothered about. I'm just going to remove that one. So, it's the Lord of Plagues, Nurgle Lord, Nurgle Champion. I've put it on a circular base now, so you can use it in 40k or 30k for sale at the minute on eBay. For about 50 quid, I think. I entered this into Golden Demon 2016, didn't make the finals or anything like that. I seem to have a bit of a mixed bag with that. I've won finalist medals for things that I only spent a few hours on, and some like this that spent like days working on sort of thing. Didn't make the finals, so I'm not necessarily going to, I mean, I'd love to win a Golden Demon. I think that's one of my sort of long-term goals that I work towards, obviously. But my day-to-day job is the high-level tabletop stuff, like not display, not competition stuff, but like just churning out like good-looking commissions for people all over the world. So yeah, absolutely loving it. So this, I've seen loads and loads of people doing this. Now this is like on the entry form, I called it in inverted commas that Nurgle Lord because everyone does it, and a cool little beveled plinth on it. And again, it's got a little if you can see that on the camera, I've got like a blue tack on it, so I need to sort that out because obviously if you look at it from a certain angle, it looks like it's floating. But little beveled plinth from Model Display Products. Got a few of them at Salute. Met the guys working there at Salute. They're cool and everything, but their stuff's like 3 or 4 quid for a plinth. I've showed it on a previous video, but like that, or like this one, for like £4 or £5 or something. They're made out of resin, but like I said, this one in particular has got like a wood grain effect on it. So if you painted it brown, probably get away with saying, or I don't know why you'd want to do that, I suppose, but the wooden ones just cost more money. So yeah, high quality but low price. They're not paying me, I promise you. So just a simple head swap on this one. Gonna do a little close up on him just there. Really pleased with the way it came out. I did an airbrush thing with like a purple undercolour, like if you just see underneath, like most of it's purple, and then from the top it was like Nurgling green in a zenithal thing. In the next couple of weeks and months, I'm going to do like a full series of video tutorials about how I do various things. One of them is definitely going to be working with the airbrush because I got myself a Harder and Steenbeck thing the other week, an Ultra, which is amazing. A little 0.21, so I've been doing a lot more detail work because I used an Iwata Neo for a little bit. It's like a lower end airbrush. It's like 50 quid, but it had a 0.35 needle, I think, so it was like for much bigger stuff. So the smaller one, I'm still learning how to use it and all that, but like obviously I've learned how to do it a bit. I've picked up a few things that I think like beginners and maybe some of the intermediate guys will really be able to to take a few tips and tricks away from what I do. And again, I keep saying it and I will keep saying it, I'm not the best in the world by a long way, obviously, but my thing is like just doing a lot of gaming, a good solid quality gaming stuff and being really proactive. And for me it's like the psychological element of it, of just staying motivated and shit, which I'm really into in my life. So just really pleased. It's the Nurgle Champion. He's got like a melted face, which is ace, and then just literally a quick head swap and that's it. I put in a Nurgle in from various I forget what kit they come from, but it's a little guy, so he's sort of like holding on, if you see him there. I don't know, I went for like sort of kind of warm colours where it's all like rotting and manky and shit, and then obviously the high contrast between this bright red, bright green, bright blue. If anything, it's probably a bit much, probably a bit too colourful, like a bit too much, but I really like the way it looks. And then try to go for like a smooth blend thing there on the axe. And again, that's Sotek green and then Mornfang brown, just sort of like blended together in various layers. A bit of a red wash towards the end, and then an edge highlight. So, and the spikes as well. They just Avalon Sunset, like blended in with like the bone colour in the middle, and then Mornfang brown on the edge. So, I did some more Nurgle Marines, Plague Bearers it was, for Golden Demon, which I'll do a video on shortly. Really pleased with the way they came out, but I don't know. I think Nurgle's I'm not saying it's easy to paint, because it isn't, and there's still a lot of skill involved and everything in picking the colours and picking the palette and everything like that. But I think in this one, I went almost too colourful, used too many different colours. So I think in future, my takeaway from this one is going to be to limit the colour palette just a little bit, and start using like slightly fewer colours, or at least go for a bit more of a dynamic balance between warm and cold colours, because a lot of this is quite warm. And then obviously on the chest, you can see just there. Again, I'm gonna get my little brush, just there, and of course around some of the gory parts, I've washed there in particular. I've washed with yellow, so altogether that really gives it a warm hue across all the greens, even though the green was quite pallid. So even a very thin wash of Lamenter's yellow, and again all of it's a bit much. So that's something to work on, but whatever. Really pleased with the way it came out. And again, a little plinth. Always looks better on a plinth. I don't know why. Just spray painted black, cost about £3, but yeah, it looks really good. So it's for sale at the minute, like I said, on eBay. There's loads and loads of pictures of it on my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Powerhouse Miniatures, and then my eBay shop, which is under Powerhouse Miniatures as well. Just bang me in Google and you'll be able to find all my stuff there. So yeah, that's it. In the future, I'm going to get a lazy Susan to keep my stupid fingers out of the shot, but all the way around, really, really pleased. I enjoy doing these ones the most. I think if I could, and I'm not going to, and I can't obviously, but if I could just do models like this all day long, I would be a happy man. So there you go. Yeah, find all my shit online, and cheers for watching. Thanks.